for a Class B retail fermented malt beverage and intoxicating liquor license for 2008-2009 Vipers Lounge. Recommendation by the majority of the Public Safety and Licensing Committee is non-renewal.
For a lot of years, and seeing everything he's tried to do over there, he's did everything asked of him, and I'm not sure, I read the hearings and stuff like that, but I've been to the place, and I'm not sure it is what everybody's saying over there. You talk to some of the police officers that have worked there, they've done their jobs over there, and when things happen a block or so away, how do you control that? And I just want to say I'll be voting no on this item.
Okay, Alderman Shakur.
Thank you, Mr. President. A lot of the due process situations was held through the media situation that wasn't handled in the best way, in my opinion. Also, it was reported by the business owner that he hadn't planned on opening the business, that he was going to sell it until this situation happened. So I think that we could have took a different approach other than this non-renewal situation, so I don't support it at this point.
Lockdown on 3 Saturdays in a row, and I could hear noise and I could hear people hollering and yelling when they came out. This is not a pleasant situation for me because I want to be proactive on businesses in this district to raise the standards of living for everyone.
We decided, that this case needed to go to due process. And although there may not have been a shooting at this bar, there may not have been blood on the streets, as we have seen in some other cases previously, each individual case that comes before the committee has individual facts about it. And we have to decide which cases rise to the level of consideration for due process. We did that. A case was built against the establishment stating that it uses an excessive amount of police resources. The truth is, he can still sell the building. If he had a license or did not have a license and he wanted to sell the building to someone, anyone could buy that building anyway. He cannot hand them his license. If a new person wants to buy the building and come in and start a new bar, they have to come here as a brand new applicant and ask for a liquor license anyway. So the notion that somehow by turning him down here, it sort of negates his ability to sell his business, the facts don't support that.
I was one of the alderperson who sat in the whole hearing, including the closed session hearing, and there was no facts that will allow this committee to suspend those licenses. There was not enough concrete evidence, I felt, that would gave any warrant to suspending this license. I did hear on numerous occasions that this bar was compared to other bars of colors, and no other bars if the city doesn't have problems with other bars. I think the committee was unfair in the way they proceed and looked at this case, and I'm voting against it because I think the whole process was unfair, and I think that due process was not given properly, and I think we should, reconsider. But it appears that, if Wilbur was to sell his bar, there was comments made that they would never put license in that bar anyway. So in that community, so I mean, those are issues that we need to discuss. That I think the city may be facing some type of lawsuit in their unfairness, but that's up to Mr. Jones to do what he needs to do. To
Mr. Jones, would you like to respond?
Yes, I'd like to respond. I did hire police, according to the council. And every time the policemen did their job, they came to the meeting and they told them the requirements they had for me, what I had to do. And all those police calls were by those policemen that worked for me. I didn't have any going to the city that the city police came and responded to. And Mr. Kaplan, well, me and him had an altercation before I came to this due process, because I called him a racist and he knew we got into it. And I objected him of sitting on the council. He can't be fair. He said he don't talk to bar owners, and he would never come and talk to me to see what the problem was so I could solve the problem in the neighborhood. I didn't know what the problem was because didn't nobody tell me. And when I talked to him, he said he don't talk to bar owners, but he talked to all the rest of the bar owners. He just don't talk to me. And I felt the hearing was very unfair. I came here, and the policemen that came here, they told them everything what they required for me to do. Everything they did, all the reports were what they required for me to do. So I couldn't do anything else but follow their rules, otherwise they would have quit. So all the police cars that was on that paper was buyed off through the police officers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Any other discussion then on this motion? Otherwise, Alderman Kaplan for a second time.
I wasn't going to say anything on this because I was going to let sleeping dogs lie, but anyone who knows me knows I'm not a racist.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Spangenberg.
Aye.
Whitener. Wisniewski.
Aye.
Anderson.
No.
Coe.
No?
DeHaan.
Aye.
Frito.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Helding.
Aye.
Kaplan.
Aye.
McCarthy.
Aye.
Mozo.
Aye.
Shakur.
No.
Shields.
No.